I was happening, everybody, man. Was good? Was good? Was good? Welcome to the Street Scores live stream. This is supposed to be the Sunday call-in show, but I wasn't. First of all, I don't like the way the mic was over there like that. That looks stupid. I just noticed what it looked like on the camera. But I had a family event, so I wasn't able to stream Sunday. I apologize, first of all, for that. And then also, I kept trying to extend it. Like, maybe I'll be ready by 8. Maybe I'll be ready by 9. So I kept moving it back. And then it was like, man, by the time I was actually kind of ready to do it, it was just so late. I was like, let's just reschedule it for Tuesday. So I appreciate everybody pulling up to Tuesday. We got, well, as of today, the first person we got in here is Brian. Here, like to know how my guy Cameron Curl is doing. He's on the road to a payday. But Cameron Curl is balling, bro. I've been hearing nothing but great reviews. I've been seeing a lot of good plays from him as well. But I've been seeing nothing but great reviews. I mean, everybody's talking up his communication. First of all, everybody has improved communication. We're returning all 11 starters from last season on defense. So the communication naturally should be better. There should be better chemistry, all of that. But also, several people, Jamin Davis included, have pointed out that Cameron Curl's communication has gone to another level. Benjamin St. Juice, I think that was earlier today, said that he models his game off of Cameron Curl, mostly for his versatility and communication. Everybody's raving about Cameron Curl's communication and leadership. So he's basically the guy that can hold it down for everybody. If anybody's out of position, it doesn't matter what position you play, Cameron Curl can help you out pre-snap. I love it. What's good, Jack Miller? Was good. Command Respect TV was good. Miss Perry was good. Saw you in Louis T stream earlier. Appreciate you pulling up. Appreciate everybody pulling up. As y'all know, this is the call-in show. So we're I'm about to open up the phone lines soon. Today I'm gonna have to be more strict with like the 3-minute timer and everything like that. Because I'm gonna stream literally till like 7. I might go a little over, but like I don't want to cut somebody off completely and just end the stream. But I'm really trying to stop the stream by like 7-ish. Because I still have a lot of videos to edit. I'm working on a Roquan Smith video that I actually recorded before I did the depth chart video. I recorded the depth chart video while I was editing the Roquan Smith video, but the depth chart video I just felt like was more of a priority. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to knock out this Roquan Smith video sometime tonight, pretty much immediately after the stream. After the stream, I'm going right back to editing. I'm gonna go edit the Roquan Smith video. So I'm gonna be pretty strict with the 3-minute timers and ending at 7 and things like that. And I still haven't even made all the videos I've done. I still haven't even done the review and analysis of what happened today at training camp. And now I might honestly have to push that back till tomorrow, because by the time I'm done, first of all, recording it, then editing it, that might end up coming out at like 1 a.m. I might as well just wait till tomorrow. What's good, Chris? What's good, Eric? What's good, Jack? Again, Sam Mills gone. So how would the line do this year? I think we're naturally just gonna be better. I think automatically supposed to be better. I mean, first of all, it couldn't get much worse than what we did last year. It was just too much talent for them to be that average. The defensive line wasn't terrible, but I don't think our defensive line will ever be just straight up terrible with all of that talent. And how average they were last season was terrible enough for me. That was terrible enough for me. Let me also include Sam Mills fired in the description of the video now that I'm at it. Now that we're here. And I'm really curious as to how long the starters are going to play in this upcoming preseason game. It's this Saturday, of course. I will be live streaming during the game like I usually do preseason and regular season. So make sure y'all pull up to that as well. But I'm really curious as to how long people are going to be, the starters are going to play. But yeah, Sam Mills gone. Defensive line should naturally just be way better. I'm not going to lie. Even if Jeff isn't that great of a defensive lines coach, it doesn't really get much worse than Sam Mills. And we're not even just talking strategy and coaching. A lot of the players straight up just didn't like him, like as a person, philosophy, all of that. Like it was a really bad match. And I'm pretty sure the only reason he made it this far was because Ron Rivera is just one of those guys that's super loyal. Remember, Sam Mills has been with Ron Rivera since 2011. All of those Carolina years and all 3 years since he's been here. And it was just hard for Ron Rivera to pull that plug, but he had to. And I'm still curious as to what made it happen today, because I'm surprised it didn't happen before the offseason started, at least before the training camp started. So for it to happen today, like, oh yeah, I mean, we've dealt with all of the craziness and we've ignored it, but today is like the final straw. Something had to have happened. Had to have been a big argument or something. What's good, Lawrence? Appreciate you pulling up. Appreciate you pulling up, Corey. Thank you. My boy Blue Asphalt with the donation, man. I really appreciate it, man. Big time. Big time. As always, keep the content coming. Again, I really appreciate it. My boy Blue Asphalt always pulling up to donate, man. I really appreciate it. Yes, sir. Uptown Dre was good. We getting channel members in the building. Jack Miller, Uptown Dre, yo, my brethren. Did you get some before the live? Some who's before the live? Some viddies. Some viddles. I'm lost. I'm not gonna lie. You lost me. I didn't realize that Sam Mills never played pro ball. Ow, I didn't even know that either. I did more research on the new defensive coordinator, defensive lines coach, Jeff, than I did Sam Mills. I never even really went. I mean, I'm not surprised though. I mean, considering who his grandfather is, you know, going into the Hall of Fame and everything, he didn't necessarily have to. Even though it is kind of weird, like, you know, you would think that he would have at least been a certain amount of good. But hey, Scott Turner, I don't think ever played in the NFL, and I think he's gonna end up being a good defensive coordinator. And even Ron Rivera and Jack Del Rio weren't like the best doing it, but I mean they did play in the pros, but still. What's up? A lot going on in the Commander Nation, bruh. Today is chaotic. What's good, Valerie? What's good? We curious. You spoiled to tell us. We curious too. You supposed to tell that. Nah, I don't know, man. I wish I was a super insider like a lot of people think I am. I'm just in Atlanta and I got the internet. And I review film really well. I'm analytical, but like I don't have no inside scoop. I can't just hit up JP Finlay and say what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like any more than y'all can. So we appreciate it, Corey. Yeah, I'm lost. What's that? Food. It's a Western term. Oh, you lost me on that. But I did finally eat though. I did eat. I literally just finished like 10 minutes ago. Literally just finished up my food 10 minutes ago. But yeah, I got it. And it's I don't know. It's a Western term. You said biddles, biddy. I never heard of that. And I listen to more West Coast music than I even listen to Atlanta music. So I'm surprised I haven't really heard somebody say that. Chris was good. Yo, Rico, do you think we could hire Warren Sapp or Ryan Kerrigan to help with our D-line? I hope somebody. Now, Warren Sapp is less likely because he already said back in mandatory mini camps. And Merle, I see you in the call. I just noticed. I'm sorry. I'm going to get to you soon after I'm answering this question. Warren Sapp already said back in mandatory mini camps when he pulled up the first time he pulled up, that he doesn't want to go full-time coaching because he loves Florida too much. Well, at least he wouldn't full-time coach here because, again, he loves Florida too much. Born and raised there. You already know, great Tampa Bay Buccaneers player, Super Bowl winner, all of that type of stuff. So he just loves Florida. His whole life has revolved around Florida. I can see why he wouldn't want to leave. First of all, the weather and all of that type of stuff. So I understand. But I would love if somebody can convince him. Every day that he's helping us with practice, somebody get in his ear, ask him, maybe do good cop, bad cop, or really like happy cop, sad cop, I guess. Like somebody beg him, and then somebody keeps suggesting it lightly every day. Give him best of both worlds, see which one reaches them the quickest and the most effective. Whatever we got to do, we need to just send children at him and just this 5 innocent looking kids. Can you please coach us something? Whatever strategy we got to do, I would love to get Warren Sapp. And I think Ron Rivera is really serious about at least allowing them to see how much he enjoys coaching. He's letting them be around, see the bad and the good side of it. And that's important. You got to see the bad side of coaching, how time consuming it is, how much energy it consumes, and all of the hard work and being multiple places within the day, all of that type of stuff. And Ron Rivera's letting them see like, hey, if you want to coach, this is what it takes. So I really appreciate Ron Rivera for that because he honestly doesn't have to do that. But I love the fact that Ryan Kerrigan is around. And I really hope that at some point he can help our defensive line in some way. I mean, he's already helping now, and I'm pretty sure he's not even on the payroll. But I would like for him to get an official title as doing something. I was filling in for Sam. Nadonic said we already hired Jeff. I can never remember how to pronounce his name. He was the assistant defensive lines coach. He just got promoted. But that doesn't stop Ryan Kerrigan and Warren Sapp being around as much as they want want to, but neither of them will hire full time yet. Let me go ahead and bring my boy Merle into the show. Let me go ahead and put up the call time and everything. Again, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to be more strict with the 3-minute timers than I normally am, and in the stream like 7, really close to 7 rather than like 7:30, because I have the Roquan Smith video I need to edit, then I still got to work on some more videos and stuff like that after that. I haven't even analyzed training camp yet. I haven't even actually talked about what happened today, as far as like Carson Wentz had a really good day today, and I've been working on so many videos between Sam Mills, Roquan Smith next. The depth chart just came out. That was my most recent video. I haven't even had time to talk about how great of a day Carson Wentz had and all that type of stuff, so I'm gonna get to that. But my boy Merle, how you doing over there, man? What's good?
What's up, Rico? You know, I'm gonna make this rant. I'm calling out Julie Dawson.
Okay, why would she do?
Here, she sits here and has other content creators like Rio, Trap and Dive, Juan Gotti, Pedro Smith. They're all great. I love them all. They should be able to find a way to get you to training camp to do vlogs. You are one of the heaviest hitters in the Commander Nation. It's no fact. You can't go anywhere on YouTube or Twitter and not know who RicoScores is or not know who Rico is.
I appreciate it. I mean, shouts out to everybody, though.
Videos and information every day, all day, 2 or 3 videos at a time. This man represents the Commanders like you want him to be represented. And to y'all, you sponsors on YouTube, y'all need to sponsor this man.
Appreciate
He's going places.
Thank you.
Now, as far as the team, man, this is a year too late. Ron Rivera knew what was going on with Sam Mills. Everybody knew what was going on with Sam Mills. We knew the players didn't like him. We knew they didn't like his training. We knew they didn't like his technique. He should have been gone a year ago. You got a bunch of thoroughbreds. And watching your video today, seeing that this defensive line is at the bottom of almost every statistic, that's unacceptable.
At the best average. At best average.
I can say right now, going into this season, you got 2 players on that defensive line that I believe will be up for Defensive Player of the Year. Jonathan Allen, Montez Sweat.
Let's get it.
Now, you got one of the best run-stopping D tackles in Deron Payne. And then we all know what the freak Chase Young brings us. This defense should be one of the most feared defenses in the league.
I agree.
You can't name me 5 defensive lines better than this one in the league. You can't. But
At
Sam Mills held them back.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, never say never. I saw you say that Warren Sapp didn't want to come and coach the team. Never say never. Because this is the second time he's been up here.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm hoping on that. Well, I really want to update status on Trey Turner and Cornelius Lucas, because I haven't heard anything. They're still hurt. Last time I saw Trey Turner, he was still in street clothes. That is not good. If he's hurt, they need to look into bringing in Darrell Williams. Darrell Williams is somebody that Moscow coach and knows they can play that right guard position. I would say Eric Flowers, but Eric Flowers is more of a left guard. Now, if he can transition into a right guard, yeah, you go get him. But my first choice would be Darrell Williams because he's a natural fit at right guard. As far as Cornelius Lucas, I don't even know what's going on with him.
Yeah, Ron Rivera hasn't given us any update.
Right. And the best backup tackle out there, he's probably going to sign with the Jets now that Mekhi Becton's out for the year. Yeah. Dwayne Brown.
Yeah.
But that's my biggest concern is offensive line on the right side. The tight end position, they're a little banged up, but they'll be okay. They'll come back. What I want to really see this in Saturday's game is to see how Carson Wentz reacts when it's a different team and he hasn't seen the same defense for 10 days. He sees something different. I believe in Carson Wentz. I believe in Scott Turner. I think this is the best quarterback Scott Turner's had since he's been here to coach. I think he's going to show off his creativity.
Yes, sir.
And like I said, I think. Oh, go ahead. Is my time up?
Oh yeah. I was just about to say thank you and everything. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I talk to you next week, Rico, or Sunday, whenever you come back on. Go Dogs.
Yes, sir. And I'm literally editing. I'm halfway through editing my Roquan Smith video right now, but it's probably gonna run for like over 30 minutes. So it may not be out there to y'all till like 8, 9. We'll see though. But yeah, man, I appreciate it, Merle. Definitely call in. Again, we're gonna continue on Sundays. It's just that I had to reschedule Sunday to today as in Tuesday because I had a lot going on Sunday with the family and stuff. So man, I appreciate you calling in, man.
Man, take care of your family first. We come second. And don't worry about doing that Roquan Smith video. It won't be good. Talk to you later.
Appreciate it. Thank you. My boy. And also, I appreciate everybody in the chat, everybody putting in work, all of that, pumping out the videos. I appreciate it. I see all y'all comments. What's up, Rico? John gonna ball out. What's good, Orlando, Brian, Dave. We good. I just want to make sure I try to say what's up to everybody. SP, Eric, what's good? J-Mon, appreciate my boy J-Mon pulling up. That's one of my guys that supports all of my channels. I appreciate him. What's good, Mega? Appreciate you pulling up. I mean, again, y'all already know, man. The Discord group, the best Discord doing it. You can see it. It's the link in the comments, in the description of this video right now. Y'all gotta go pull up to the Discord. My boy Mega's in there all the time, man. Great debates, great points. I always learn something when I hop in there, even if it's only for like 15, 20 minutes, or if I'm in there for like 5 hours like I was one time. I'm always learning something in that Discord. But let me go to the next caller, my boy Kirby. Appreciate you calling in, Kirby. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I just want to thank you for your hard work and hours you spend watching film and everything. It's always a fantastic job. You do a wonderful job. And as far as Sam Mills, I personally feel like his forte was linebacker, especially when he's with the Saints, you know, the dome patrol. So, you know, maybe he was in the wrong job. You know, maybe he should have been the linebacker coach. You know, it's just because that's what he did and did a great job on too. You know, those 4 linebackers the Saints had, the dome patrol they called themselves. And, I mean, they were tough. I mean, so you know, Jackson and Mills and those guys. But you know, that's kind of ancient history. But you know me, I go back to 1969 when Lombardi became our head coach and part owner, you know, so I got over 50 years in this, but I just want you to know that people are watching you, you know, they're listening to you, you know, and because you know what you're talking about and you do your homework. And my concern right now is with I want Leno at left tackle. You know, I think he does a fantastic job there, and of course, it all starts with the big guys. If they can give Wentz 3 or 4 seconds, he can pick them apart because he can make every throw. He's got a lot of targets. You know. You know, especially with the young, promising tight ends that we have, and the running backs too. I mean, they can all catch passes too. You know, so and of course the deep threats with Johnson and McLaurin. So I mean, you know, I'm looking forward to us putting up a lot of points in our defense, holding the other teams under 20 points a game. You know,
for sure.
Yeah, I think we're gonna shock everybody. I'm looking at 4-0. People laugh at me, but I think we can shock the Eagles and Dallas and start our season off 4-0 and be 2-0 in the division. That's what I'm thinking.
I can see it. The Cowboys don't have receivers right now. It's everybody's either hurt or it's just CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, I think the Eagles will be. Stubborn. I mean, you know, I'm not looking for a shootout with the Eagles. I think it'll be a low-scoring defensive game, but I think we can score 10 more points than the Eagles can in a defensive struggle, especially in our house,
Yes,
We have
sir.
to change this home field thing. This home field thing is supposed to be for Burgundy and Gold and not the Eagles, The past couple of years it's been their home, when
Man,
they
flooded with
played
green.
us at FedEx, there were more Eagles fans than there was Redskins fans,
Yeah.
So, we got to change that. I remember back at RFK Stadium, I mean, that was not a friendly place for the fans from other teams to go to,
Yep.
but yeah, you're doing a great job. You really are, and I'm looking forward to us winning the NFC East.
Appreciate it, man.
This year.
I think we honestly can for real too. But thank you, Kirby, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. I'll catch you on the Thursday radio show. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's my boy Kirby, Super OG. Let me go ahead and go to the next caller. We have 865. Who's this?
It's Terry, man, from Knoxville. Go Vols.
Bet. Hey, I'm feeling it. I love when everybody comes in here with the different college. I absolutely love it. I'm huge in college, so I love it. But yeah, man, what's good, man?
Man, I think we're gonna have to go out and snag us a Georgia Bulldog that's out there and not really happy where he's at.
He looks like a disgruntled employee for sure.
He's definitely feeling unappreciated, that's for sure.
Yep.
And a lot of the fans were talking about, on all the social media and how they wouldn't give up a first-round pick. I would throw a first-round pick out there so quick it wouldn't even be funny to get that guy here and pair him up with Jamin and Cole. Man, I think that would probably be the fastest linebacking corps in the league. Not even close.
Yeah, I think it would probably be us. Number one, you could probably say like Tampa Bay, like a second. But yeah, like you had Roquan Smith and Jamin Davis and Cole Holcomb emerging. It goes from our weakness to one of our strengths for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and to only cost us a first-round pick, which, with how everybody feels and, of course, ESPN and everybody doesn't really give us much props and expect much from us, but, that's to be expected. That's what we're used to, right?
Yeah, that's how it's been for really long.
So, I mean, to get a pick, to get an all-pro, linebacker who's not even really in his prime yet. I mean, he's like, what, 26?
25.
25. Yeah, man, to get him for, say, 20s pick, I think we should do it and not even think twice.
I mean, you already know how I am. I mean, I got the book bag, the Georgia shirt, my Georgia blanket right behind me. Y'all should already know my answer. Make a way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Rico, dude, you're killing it out there, man. Keeping everybody informed and always coming with that fire, man. I appreciate you.
Man, appreciate you calling in, man. Definitely call in again. Again, I'm doing this every Sunday. Just had this rescheduled for Tuesday today, but it's normally on Sundays at 6 p.m. So, man, if you can find time to call in again, please do. Thank you.
All right, man, definitely.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Got my boy Terry from Knoxville saved in. If anybody else wanted to call in, because right now it's open. And again, I'm trying to end closer to 7 than 7:30. Like, I normally go 7:30, like 8ish. But I'm trying to stop like 7 or maybe I'm not just gonna cut somebody off and be completely rude, but I'm trying to get back to this Roquan video because like this video is actually gonna probably be the longest video I put out today. Out of like the 4 or 5 videos I've worked on today, this is the longest one. I mean, it's a Georgia Bulldog. Y'all had to know I was going to go super in depth about it. So at 7, I'm going to go ahead and edit that. And then I'm going to try to see if I have enough time, because that probably will take to like 9. I'm going to try to see if I have enough time to break down what happened today in training camp. Because, again, like I said earlier, Carson Wentz had a really good day today. A day that makes me far more optimistic about his future on this team and things like that. And I really want to talk about it. I want to talk about everything that went down in training camp, but I mean, I won't even start recording until like 9, so that may just be a tomorrow thing. I may just, you know how I've done a couple of times already where I put together 2 training camp days in one and do a part 1 and a part 2. I'll probably just do that. But my boy Joseph just pulled up. How you doing over there, Joseph? Joseph, hello? Well, I don't know what happened. All right, just call back and we'll add you right back in. But yeah, let me see. Let me get to the comments. I don't want to just waste y'all time here. I could at least answer some comments. I was shocked to hear that Sam Mills was fired today. I wasn't shocked that he was fired. It was more so when. Like, my biggest thing is why today? Why not before? Why not in the offseason, like before free agency? Why not at least before training camp day 1? Why now? Like, what happened? There had to have been some crazy argument between Sam Mills and either Ron Rivera, Jack Del Rio, maybe another coach or a player. Because we've already heard, I mean, I did a whole 20-something minute breakdown of the whole Sam Mills situation. But just quickly, I mean, just the, you know, something I already mentioned in the video is the fact that several defensive linemen had problems with Sam Mills. Matt Ioannidis was the one name that everybody can point to as like a definitive defensive lineman. But first of all, there's only been so many guys on a defensive line, and if it's multiple of them, it's more than likely at least one starter that has a problem with them at this point, maybe even multiple of them. But yeah, Matt Ioannidis is the only name that's been isolated and singled out that obviously had a problem with them, but I've heard there's been other people as well. I see an Armani Rogers question too. Let me get to my boy Joseph first, and then we're gonna get to Armani Rogers, man. You know I love some Armani Rogers, one of my 5 most exciting players on this team right now for me. What's good, Joseph?
What's poppin'? How are you?
Yes, sir. My boy made it in. What's good?
I'm good. My phone was acting up. So I was having a serious. What's up? How y'all been? I think. All right, I'm not gonna be watching the preseason game because I'm gonna be at Kings Dominion. So
I feel that.
This is just what I anticipate to happen. I think Brian Robinson is gonna break one. Carson Wentz is gonna have 5 plays, and then he's gonna be finished for the day. What else? Terry's gonna be thrown to like 3 times.
I can see that.
Jahan is gonna play with Sam Darnold, but only 1 play, just to see like a future connection type of thing.
Okay.
I want to see that.
How the dots?
I'm just excited for the Sam Howell versus Matt Corral. That's gonna be exciting.
Yeah. Because what is it? It's technically going to be Baker Mayfield versus Carson Wentz, Taylor Heineke versus Sam Darnold, and then it's going to be Sam Howell versus Matt Corral. Technically, if that's how it matches up.
Yeah. And then what is it? That Roquan Smith. Okay. What I put in the comment section that it might pay me because of the potential, but I would trade Jamin Davis, like swap picks. So swap picks, trade Jamin Davis and get Roquan Smith.
Okay.
That's it. Or trade linebackers like Roquan Smith for Jamin Davis, and then we add a 4th-round pick.
Okay. Yeah, I think the trade value is lower than what people think, but what we would have to pay him contract-wise may be higher than what people think. But, I mean, with everything going on, the Bears don't have a lot of leverage, but at the end of the day, they still have some. But, I mean, he's on a rookie contract. You're going to get him on a 1-year rental and hope to pay him afterwards. But y'all know me, man. Georgia Bulldog, diehard. I want to pay him somehow no matter what. Figure it out. I don't care how illogical it is.
Yeah, all right. I'm done. All right. Take care, bro.
Man, appreciate it, Joseph. I'll catch you at at the latest on the Friday stream. Or on Protex Anime
I'll be there
stream tomorrow. Yeah, okay, bet.
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. Yeah,
Bet.
take care.
All right, catch you tomorrow, Protex stream. I believe it's at 8 p.m., right? Yeah, it's at 8 p.m. Catch you tomorrow, man.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My boy Joseph. Time kind of flew. It's already 6:32. Hey, man, I ain't mean to spit bars like that on a Tuesday. I ain't even mean to do that to him. I gotta clap that up for myself. I ain't even mean to rhyme like that. What's good, Ivan? What's good? What's good? And I don't think Jamin is tradable. Interesting point. Oh yeah. So we don't have any callers on the line, so I'll just reply to the comments. Cause again, I'm gonna be pretty strict with trying to end at 7. I'm trying to be strict with the actual 3-minute timers because I'm trying to get to this Roquan Smith video. People keep calling in talking about Roquan Smith. I've already done all of the recording. I've already edited quite a bit of it, but I still got to finish it. And by the time I'm done and it's uploaded, it'll probably be like 9 p.m. So I'm working on it. I'm hoping to get your boy to DC. Oh yeah, man, Roquan, man. Y'all don't understand, man. And I talk about this in the Roquan video. And what's good, Mr. Jones? Bruh, name the best Georgia players, the Commanders, anybody, the Redskins, football team, anybody that we've ever had. Like, it just doesn't happen. We get Alabama, we get Ohio State, we had a bunch of Oklahoma at one time. We just don't get Georgia. We have Eli Wolf currently, who's clearly not making the team. I didn't even really like him that much at Georgia, let alone the NFL. And then before that, it was Thomas Davis, who we brought in here to basically be an on the field coach. He was on his last leg. And before that, I couldn't even name you the last Georgia guy we had, insignificant or not. Like, I couldn't tell you. I would love to get some Georgia guys on this team. And then we got my boy Chris that just called in. What's good, Chris?
Hey, what's going on?
What's good? What's good? Appreciate you calling in. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you, Rico?
Chilling, man. Just busting out these videos, man. I mean, literally, as soon as I'm done with this, straight back to editing. I'm looking at it right now, my iMovie Roquan Smith video, working on that immediately.
Yeah, I would like to get Roquan Smith. I think the only thing that would suck would be as far as can we pay him what he's actually worth.
Yeah.
Which I hope we can, but I don't know. I think he's a beast. I think we should get him. Somebody called in earlier and was like, yeah, we should give a first-round pick. I'm on the same boat. If they want a first-round pick, we just give it to them. We bring him in. And I think you could even, coach up Jamin Davis as well.
I agree. I mean, you can have a first-round pick and not be guaranteed to get a second-team All-Pro linebacker. So I would gladly give a first-round pick for my boy.
Yeah. Yeah, me too, man. No doubt. I would say I wanted to kind of shout out like the standouts for us.
Oh yeah.
I would say number one would probably be Cole Turner. He's had an amazing training camp. He's been super freaking good. His hands are so good. So for me, that's my number one guy. My number two guy is probably be Jahan Dotson. I think he's been really good in training camp. He looks good. He's got great hands. He's fast. Runs great routes. The next person I wanted to shout out would actually be Kendall Fuller, because I think Kendall Fuller is actually he's looked really good in training camp.
Really good.
And yeah, and towards the end of the year too, like, I was talking to my best friend and he was like, yeah, Kendall Fuller's kind of, for me, he's shaky. And I was telling him, I was like, dude, he's having an awesome camp, and towards the end of the year last year, he was playing really well. So that's a good sign for us.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact team, but he had one play in the end zone where he completely, it was either he batted down or it was touchdown and he made the play. I can't remember what it was, but I remember that play.
And then last person I wanted to shout out, actually there's two people. So Cameron Curl, that's my favorite player. The guy's a dog. He's a beast. He's going to ball out this year. He's going to make the Pro Bowl this year. I'm calling it.
Okay.
And then the next guy would be Brian Robinson. I think all right, I'm going to put this out there, but I think he's going to turn into our every down back. And the only reason I say that is because I think AG, he just fumbles too much, man. And I think you know, especially being a running back, like we can't afford those turnovers. It just kills, you know, it kills the drive.
Killed
It
us
takes
in the
wins
Chargers
away.
game.
Yeah. So, and I love Antonio Gibson. If he could correct his fumbling issues, I would be all in. And last thing I wanted to say was, I love your YouTube, man. You're one of the best to do it. And Ed Oliver as well. You
Appreciate
and him,
it.
my number one, number two.
Thank you, man.
Go
Thank
Commanders.
you. I rock with Ed Oliver the long way, man. And I appreciate you calling in, man. Definitely call in again next week. Well, Sunday. Preseason game Saturday, so the Sunday call-in show will probably just be talking about preseason. So, man, definitely call in if you can on Sunday.
Yeah, I'll call in on Sunday, man.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good evening. And yeah, I'm really excited about Brian. To add to Chris's point, I'm really excited about Brian Robinson. Like I said, anybody I'm biased towards, I'm gonna be their biggest fan and their harshest critic. So all of the guys that's from Atlanta or the Atlanta metro area, Jamin Davis, Antonio Gibson, Montez Sweat. I was about to say Steven Montez Sweat. All of these guys. Like when they're doing well, I'm gonna be the loudest to cheer for them. But also at the same time, Antonio Gibson fumbling, I'm probably the most upset about it. I feel like he's letting us down. I feel like he's letting the whole Georgia down when he does it. And then also it's good Dork Gunner, was good everybody that pulled up, was good LF. Yeah, nah, Bakari Rambo, that's not good, bro. Keith Marshall. These are not good names. Like, can we please bring in a real dog? Like these are Georgia Bulldogs you're talking. We say it quite Georgia Bulldogs, but can we bring in a dog? Like, can we bring in a real one? Please bring some Georgia talent on him, man. Please. And not just the state, but the actual team, please. Where are we at? Oh yeah, and then where was it? Oh, Mob Camp. So you said that what's it called? Armani Rogers is your nephew. You say you might be able to get his dad to call in. That would be wonderful, man. Because I mean, I don't know if they know. I don't know if they've seen any of my videos yet. But I'm one of the biggest Armani Rogers truthers out here, bro. I'm standing by it. That if it's not guaranteed, but if we handle it right, we develop him right, he literally has Darren Waller potential. I'm really big on Armani Rogers. That's my boy right there, man. I'm really rooting for him. Ron and them love Cole Holcomb and Davis. That is true. They love Ron Rivera has been talking up Jamin Davis and just the overall linebacker group quite a bit. And so, I mean, I would be surprised. I'd be extremely surprised if we brought in Roquan Davis, more so because of the money. Like Miss Perry said, I mean, if we're trying to figure out how to pay Sweat, Young, Curl, Holcomb, imagine trying to add Roquan Smith to the mix. And that's a good point. Even without Roquan Smith, I'm worried about how we're going to pay everybody. So, but you know me, like I said, I'm ignoring all logic. When it comes to us possibly acquiring a Georgia player, I don't care about logic. I break down logic all in my over 30-minute video that's going to come out probably by 9 p.m., hopefully a little sooner. I completely go into logic for all of that. I break down why he'll leave the Bears, why he won't leave the Bears. And then for our side, I completely break down why we should get him and why we shouldn't get him. But on my live stream, and I'm being me and I'm talking, I'm get Roquan Smith at all costs. Do what you got to do, figure it out, invent cap space, do voodoo, whatever you got to do to make something happen. Roquan Smith, somehow keep slipping him subliminal messages everywhere he goes. He said he sees the word Commanders, and that man eating some type of cereal, it spells out Commanders in the bowl. Whatever it takes to just psych him out into wanting to only play for the Commanders and be like, I want to play for the Commanders so bad, just get rid of me. Just give me up for a 3rd round pick, and I don't even want that much more money. Whatever. Voodoo, whatever we got to do to cheat the system, get my boy Roquan. What's good, Trapper Dive? What's good, man? Make sure y'all subscribe to my boy. And we got Preston. We got my boy Preston in the call. What's good, man?
Hey, what's up, Rico? How you doing, man? I am watching a little YouTube, and it's nice to catch your show on my day off, so
Appreciate
I
it.
had to call in.
Oh, yeah, man. Appreciate it. Always welcome.
So I saw your videos you put up this afternoon. Yeah, it was nice to see. The old D lineman from Tampa Bay up in our training camp, and we can't get him come in and coach. What?
He
Come
said
on,
he loves
hey.
Florida. Born and raised. You know, he played for the Buccaneers for forever. He's just a Florida guy. He doesn't want to leave. I think he's even going out of his way just to come up here now. Like, I think it's more so just like a favor to Martin Mayhew more than anything else, I think. I don't know for sure.
We need to move training camp to Florida and get Sapp in as a coach. Get all this crap. Let's move training camp to Florida and get Sapp. I need that guy. I need a dog to teach my D linemen how to be dogs. Let's go.
Hey, I'm with it. That's funny. That's my first time hearing that. Hey, I'm right. I'm not going to lie. I might be with you.
I mean, come on. It's Ashburn. What's different about Ashburn from any place else? Let's go to Florida. Have a training camp in Florida. Let's get them on board. Let's back up the Brinks truck, paying $5 million to be assistant coach. I don't care. Let's get him in.
He don't even need an official title.
5 months out of the year anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I'm right with you. He can literally just on the team website Warren Sapp as his title, because that says all it needs to say right there.
All I need to have is Sapp. Let's go. I mean, we got a bunch of daggone studs in that D line, #1 draft picks, and we just drafted a guy #2, and you know he's going to be a great player. But guess what? If you had a guy who was related to a Hall of Famer and was loyal to a coach for 11 years and didn't give you the results you need to change direction like yesterday. But they finally made the move. They got rid of Mills III today, so that was a good thing. You know, like you said earlier in your video, I'm not applauding anybody getting fired from their job. Hell, I don't want to get fired from my job. But, dag, if you're bad, you're bad. You know,
straight up.
He can be the water boy, and you can keep him on staff, but not coaching my D lineman. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. If he's such a good friend, you can have him sitting in the back somewhere watching training camp, but not getting paid and telling. And I mean, my main problem was ignoring everything else. When Warren Sapp came to help us in mandatory mini camps, he was literally teaching them the exact opposite of what Sam Mills III was teaching them. So then when Warren Sapp left, Sam Mills basically just came back and erased everything Warren Sapp taught him. Was like, oh yeah, just forget everything he said.
Yeah. That's like you having a boss and saying, I'm sending you off to training today, but I want you to ignore everything the other guy is going to say. When you come back to me, you're going to do it my way.
Basically.
I mean,
Literally.
Come on. That's just patently ridiculous. And you don't invite a guy like that to your training camp unless you're thinking about making a move, okay?
Yep.
If you like what's going on there, jump. You don't need anybody else in your training camp, right?
I would think so.
So if you're going to have someone come in, you're already thinking about making a move. The writing was already on the wall. You and I as fans just didn't see that happening because you know we both scratched our heads and said, hey, we got all these studs. We look at the PFF ratings and we say, dang, these guys should all be perennial Pro Bowlers and they should all be top 5 or better.
Literally.
But instead, you got the #2 rated defensive line only because of a guy over in Los Angeles named Mr. Donald. And guess what? He is going to be who he is. We got 4 studs that can play in this league, and they are underachieving. What does that say about your coaching?
Exactly. Like I said in the video, I'm pretty sure there are guys lining up to take over this defensive line's position because all you got to do is just do better than Sam Mills and make these guys do what they already have in them, and you're going to look like a genius. You'll probably end up with a defensive coordinator position making this D-line look good because it's already really talented.
I'm just going to give you a little anecdote. I'm going to go. I talked after your video. I was getting something to eat. And I talked to an old Redskin fan, and we just shot the breeze. I saw a shirt on and generated a conversation. We talked about the firing. And I said, man, I could get you, and, you know, I'm 57. He was older than me. I said, man, I could get you to be the coach of that daggone D lineman and let those guys run to their instincts, not to what was taught to them, and they'd be better than they were last year.
Literally. He was literally holding them back. He was stifling their talent. Yeah, I agree.
Man, I look, I love you. I appreciate your show. If I could call in every daggone week, I can. When you go on Sunday, I'm working. So unless it's on a lunch break, this brother cannot call in. So if I could time my lunch when your show is on, I'll do it. But you're on my day off, so I'm here.
All right, bet. I'm going to try to figure something out because I know some people do work on weekends and things like that. And, of course, during the regular season, I mean, I'll be live streaming during the games, after the games, and then probably again at some point in the middle of the week. So we'll figure something out.
Hey, I look, I ain't asking for any special treatment. I love you no matter what. I'm going to watch videos and like and all that other stuff as I normally do. But, you know, I love calling. I love shooting the breeze with you. I love talking with you. Your analysis is spot on. You know, I love a young man like you doing your thing, and I'm all into it as a fan, as a lifelong fan. So, you know, anytime you can hype me up and point out some of the things because I'm biased that I don't see, I'm all for it. That's why I support you. That's why I love you, my brother.
Appreciate it, man. My boy Preston, man. I hope I can catch you next week at some point, hopefully.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Have a good evening. Yes, sir, my boy. Next up, we got Rick D. Oh, well, hold on. I forgot there was something I wanted to. Roquan's contract right now, he's a $9 million cap hit, which we could technically afford him right now. This season, but it's next season when it gets interesting because he's probably asking for somewhere like $17 million or more per year. But again, the video I recorded already, and I'm like a third of the way done editing, which again I'm hoping comes out by 9 p.m. I literally break down the contract. I break down our cap space this year and next year. I break down Roquan Smith's current cap hit and what it will probably be in the future. I literally go through everything. So make sure y'all pull up to that video when I get it out there finally. That's why I'm being strict and I'm trying to end like at 7, hopefully very shortly afterwards, because I want to go ahead and get that video out as soon as possible. And yeah, my boy Trapper Die, first of all, make sure y'all subscribe to him again. I already said it earlier, but again, because I really rock with them over there real. And he said, I'm betting you already on your boy Roquan. Of course. As soon as I saw that, I stopped everything I was doing. I thought about eating, and I've been up since 8 a.m. and I didn't eat until after I was done with that video because I was like, nah, we got to talk about this. And y'all are going to see, too, I'm full Georgia gear in the video, too. Y'all going to see, y'all going to see the whole background different. Forget the street scores. I mean, the only burgundy and gold I got in that video, I'm not going to lie, is on the hat. The whole shirt, I got the book bag. I'm straight Georgia, man. I got the Georgia blanket behind me. But let me go ahead and I'm holding up everybody's time. Let me bring in my boy, Rick D. How you doing over there, Rick D?
Hey, bud. Hey, your last caller, Preston, was very impressive. That was awesome.
Appreciate that. My boy.
I hope he does call back. That was awesome. But, hey, man, like we've been talking about, we got our wish, man. And you're right. I've been watching you on 3 different shows. I cannot keep up with you. You're on everybody else's podcast. I can't keep up with you. You're everywhere. But I'm watching you. I'm a follower. But my God, it had to be done. This move had to be done. It should have been done a long time ago. And we've been talking about it. And we brought it up last week and the week before, and last year. You cannot have your best defensive linemen, on defensive ends, running past the quarterback. And now it's 11 on 9. You're taking them out of the game because what? You watch video? Jeez, old Clip. So now, it's all about communication. If one say, hey, look, I'm going to go deep or I'm going inside, you can't have too high. You can't have too high. And that's what killed us. That's why you don't have the batted balls and all that other stuff because nobody was contained. They were outside. Like I said, 11 on 9. Stupid.
Yep, literally.
My goodness. But, man, you broke it down a lot better than I did. But
I appreciate it.
Just ridiculous. The other thing, Dax Milne, do you really think he's going to stick?
I've been hearing great things about him.
Stick his hands.
Oh, yeah. I've been hearing a lot of really good things about him in training camp. I even heard or saw, I forgot what it was, but like maybe yesterday or something, somebody was talking about he may even be higher than Cam Sims on the depth chart. And I mean, he also brings return ability as well. So he's pretty safe as far as making the team.
Well, if he doesn't stick with us, he's going to the Jets.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Or the Patriots.
Oh
for sure.
yeah, because I see the Jets because that boy wouldn't have been drafted number 1 if it wasn't for him.
Oh.
I mean.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I keep forgetting about the Dax Mills, Zach Wilson thing. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, and it's very true. I mean, he bailed him out several times, and he's done
diving catches
less than
in college
catch balls. I mean,
yeah,
it's his thing. My boys in the safety. I know I brought it up last week. How are we going to get Percy in the back? I mean, I'm not. I explained it last week. But what do you think? All right, week 2. What's our safeties look like?
I mean, I'm thinking Bobby McCain as you're starting free.
Yeah.
Cameron Curl is just starting strong. And I think we're going to work Derek Forrest and Percy Butler in probably more than people think because they've been looking really good, especially Derek Forrest, Buffalo nickel-wise. And I think ultimately Percy Butler is our starting free safety of the future. Bobby McCain is more so like the right now. I think when Percy Butler gets it all figured out mentally, he's going to be unstoppable at free safety. I mean, his range is ridiculous. Him and William Jackson are our fastest players in the secondary. You can argue Percy Butler is probably the fastest.
Yeah, and it's just it shows on film and everything I've been seeing. I mean, just you can see. I'm like, oh, how did he get there? Oh my God, it's incredible, incredible. Sam Howell, his learning ability and the way he's taking over, it's just it's amazing. I mean, he's showing that he should have been round 1, round 2 pick.
I agree, man. I can't wait to see him in preseason because he's way further ahead in his development than I thought he would be. Coming from such a different system, mostly shotgun air raid. Now he's under center, having to do play action bootlegs. I mean, that's completely different for him. That was almost rocket science for him coming into the NFL. And the fact that he's already progressing through his reads, hitting his third option, I'm super excited about Sam Howell's future, and I can't wait to see him in the preseason.
Yeah, the reads is what's most impressive. But as far as what he had to take on in North Carolina, because I am from North Carolina.
Yeah.
So what he did last year, I mean, my God, he took the whole team on his shoulders because he didn't have the playmakers. He had to run the ball. He had to do everything else. It was just incredible.
Yeah, I agree. I super agree, man. I'm really excited about him again. I mean, granted, last year wasn't his best season statistically, but it's kind of like the 2019 Carson Wentz season versus his 2017 season. The 2017 season is the one with all the stats, almost MVP. It's the shiny one. But his 2019 season is really the one that you need to look at because it's him doing the most, giving the least with no weapons and all of that type of stuff. And I feel like that's kind of comparable to Sam Howell's last season in college versus his the season before when he had De'Ami Brown. But yeah, my boy Rick D, man, I appreciate you calling in. Yeah. Definitely call in next week if you find the time.
All right. Thank you, bud. See you.
Man, appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. My boy. We getting a lot of the regulars in today, too, which makes me really happy. Getting a consistent, set few people every week, so I'm super excited. And this 518 number I'm about to get to you, you will be the final, you're going to be the final caller. But before we get to that, I wanted to get to Joe Castles because, man, appreciate the donation big time. We holding strong down here in San Antonio. Go Commanders. I appreciate you always pulling up. And I love it when people pull up and say where they're from. Granted, I have a lot of y'all memorized, but I still love seeing it. That's, I'm one of those people that loves to know where everybody's from. That's why I always ask. And then like if I've lived in that city for an extended period of time, long enough, I'm gonna ask you what part, which street, all of that type of stuff, like New York and all of that. So I love all of that stuff. I love when people pull up and represent where they're from. I know this is usually gonna be a DMV heavy stream and channel, but I'm from Atlanta and our fan base is worldwide. We're not a top 10 valuable franchise in the NFL because we only have fans where our stadium is. We're worldwide, Germany, Mexico, everywhere. So I love when everybody pulls up. I accept you. So we looking for me. Hit you up. All right, bet my boy Sean. Yes, sir. 757. We got Dallas, PG County, of course, man. Always. That's where I was born. So just represent that a little bit. But let me bring on the final caller. We got 518. Who's this?
This is Nick from Albany, New York.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me go ahead and add you in. So instead of calling you a number, I can call you by your name. But what's good, man?
Not much, man. I just wanted to call in because I was at the Friday training camp practice.
Okay.
And I was at the FedEx field practice, and I just wanted to share some of the things I saw, observed when I was at the two practices, for sure. Like, first of all, Curtis Samuel, he's going to be fine. Like, don't, like, all the media attention you see out there, like, oh, well, Curtis didn't practice today. What's going on? And everybody panicking. He's going to be fine. On the Saturday he practiced, he was out there flying around. I think it was Sam Howell hit him with a nice pass in the end zone, hit him right in stride. Like, it was a bullet, too. And he caught it. No limping, none of that. So all the Curtis Samuel, all that panicking, we don't need to panic. He's going to be fine. He's going to play week 1. I hope I ain't jinxing him, but I'm confident he's going to be all right. I ain't worried about him.
I mean, not jinxing him.
The second thing, too, is I believe this year the big emphasis is going to be on the deep pass, for sure. Like, during the FedEx field practice, they kept practicing it a lot, sending dudes on flyers and stuff like that. I think, and you can see it, too, like, no offense to Taylor Heineke, he's a good backup, but when he tries to throw the deep ball, he's got to throw everything into it. Like, he got to throw his whole weight behind it.
It takes a year off his life. Yeah, he shortens his lifespan throwing it 80 yards.
Exactly. But with Sam and with Carson, they got cannons. They got big arms, and it's just natural for them. They step back, boom, let it rip, flick of the wrist, and the ball travels. So, to me, based on what I've seen so far, the big play is going to be a big focal point of the offense. I like the rookies coming out, too. Cole Turner, stunk because Friday he got rolled up on. I was right there. He got rolled up on a tackle, and I'm like, oh, God, there goes his knee. But he got up. He was fine. He grabbed his hamstring a little bit, so I was a little concerned, but he seemed all right. He seemed like he's just going to take a few days off. He'll be getting to it, but that's a big target. The tight ends, that's going to be crazy. That competition right there, that's going to be crazy because you got Cole Turner, you got John Bates came back to practice, you got, obviously you got Logan Thomas when he comes back from injury. He's a starter, but that competition right now with Cole Turner out, your boy Amani Rodgers, he's been flashing. I mean, it's his time. He can shine if he takes advantage of this opportunity, but he's got one in front of him. And, him, Curtis Hodges, Cole Turner, those three right there, they're going to be duking it out. And that's going to be that's probably the best competition of the whole team right there. Them three right there. They're going to be competing a lot. Yeah. And then the one last thing I'll say is that I'll say this. I went to an event over at FedEx Field before the practice. They had us do a thing with Jason Wright, and London Fletcher was present too. They did like a little Q&A thing for people. And you could definitely tell that like the culture's changing for sure. Like everything was just positive, but just the way that they presented everything, like it's a whole different ballgame compared to the regimes before. Like, so I'm trying to be optimistic. I know as Washington fans, we kind of, get optimistic, then we get the rug pulled out from under us. But I think going into the season, I feel confident that we're going to have a good season. I think 10 or more wins, I think the schedule sets up for that. But we'll see. You know how things go with Washington. We still got to see it to believe it, but I think we're on the right path.
Yes, sir, man. I love to hear it. I think that's a great way to end the stream. That was a great way to end the final call. That was beautiful. I'm really excited about the new culture as well. And, man, I appreciate it, Nick. Definitely call in if you ever can again.
Yeah, for sure. No problem, man. Anytime.
Man, appreciate it. Have a good evening, man.
You too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That man, great show. I wanted to reply to some stuff before I got off. Again, I'm only reason I'm being really strict about trying to end the stream as soon as as close to 7 p.m. as possible is again looking right at the Roquan Smith video right here. I just got to finish editing it and I'm gonna get it out to y'all as soon as possible. But before we go, first of all, Chris Daly, thank you for calling in and then pulling back, doubling back, being in the comment section and then donating. That's ridiculous, man. I appreciate it. You the man, Rico. Keep putting out that great content. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all y'all that pulled up. Everybody that donated, everybody in the comment section, especially everybody that called in. Y'all keep the show going. I'm seeing Fort Worth, Texas. I like a lot of rappers from Fort Worth too. DC repping Greenwood, South Carolina 757, Cali 818, Los Angeles. Again, I listen to more West Coast music than anything. So I haven't been on the West Coast in a while. So it's crazy because I used to like in a way be out there like all the time, but since I've been like an adult, I haven't really been out there much. So I'm gonna have to go back out there. Newport News, of course. I know Virginia is really deep. East Rutherford, New Jersey, okay, a mile from the Giant Stadium. Uptown DC, of course. I mean, I have a lot of cities attached. If we're talking about places I've lived and places I've spent a lot of my life in, first and foremost, Maryland, and then back and forth to Vegas all the time. Then I moved to Atlanta, back and forth to Atlanta and Vegas, and then I lived in New York for about 5-6 years. And then I've just pretty much been everywhere. And while I was in Vegas, I would be in LA quite a bit. Marshawn got arrested. I saw that. I was very disappointed. Y'all know he's one of my favorite players of all time. But more so off the field than on the field. That's why he's one of my favorite players. Mobile, Alabama. We got Connecticut, Norfolk, of course. What's good, everybody? Virginia, of course. Mansfield, Texas. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. Again, I'm going like literally all I'm gonna do is end the stream and turn my chair around to edit the Roquan Smith. It's right here. Camden, New Jersey. Okay. That's the one that's closer to Philly, right? That's like almost Philly. That's not Newark. It's completely different culturally than Newark. Newark's more New York. Camden, even though New Jersey is its own thing, but still, what it's closer to. McDonough, 5 minutes away. Yeah, it's right there. I mean, I'm one of those people when I live somewhere, I'm everywhere. Like when I'm in New York, I'm everywhere. I'm Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens. The only place I really haven't been even relatively close to New York is Yonkers, but I've been all around New Jersey. I'm everywhere. I'm East New York. I'm Brownsville. I'm East Tremont. I'm Hunts Point. I'm everywhere. McDonough, that's what's up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. McDonough, Georgia. I'm assuming. Look, all right, man. I appreciate everybody. Again, gonna continue to do these call-in live shows every Sunday. I guess it will technically turn into a pre-game review call-in show because now we have preseason games on Saturdays. And so Sunday will be the call-in show every day at 7 p.m. 6 p.m., 6 to 7:30-ish. And so we'll basically mostly be talking about preseason, but of course we'll talk about everything else that goes on throughout the week. Anything going on with training camp, because like say in the preseason we don't get to see much of Armani Rogers, but if Armani Rogers is showing out in practice the whole week leading up to the preseason game, we talking about Armani Rogers on the Sunday stream. I don't care if he didn't make one catch in the preseason game. If he made a bunch of catches on Wednesday, we talking about it Sunday. So it's mostly going to be a preseason review type of thing, and want everybody to call in with all their questions and opinions and everything, but we're also going to talk about training camp as well, like we usually do by every week at the end of the week. Appreciate that, Corey. Thank you, Chris. And yep, McDonough, Georgia. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And yeah, I'm about to go ahead and get to this video. Again, thank you everybody that's in the comments. Really appreciate y'all keeping the content going. Y'all always give me something to talk about, asking questions, giving opinions. Shouts out to everybody that called in. Shouts out to everybody that donated. And man, I will catch y'all show-wise. I'm gonna be on ProTech show. I'm gonna be with him pretty much most Wednesdays, almost every Wednesday. He has an anime show, so I just join with him and talk about anime. Then on Friday, y'all know it's the broadcast show. Me, Shay, and my brother talk about everything. We're gonna talk about the DeJounte Murray versus Paolo situation. We're gonna talk about Serena Williams retiring. and just anything. It doesn't even have to be sports. It can be music and anything funny going on. We're talking about all of it because that stream is more so for us to just laugh and talk about everything. It's basically the closest thing I have to a podcast. So make sure y'all pull up every Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. because we also interact with the comment chat since it's even more like because it's less people usually there. So pretty much every comment gets read, and if you ask a question, you want us to talk about anything, you can ask us our favorite food. We're gonna talk about it and debate about it. So make sure y'all pull up every Friday for that show as well. Anyone that got many fans showed up for training camp. I haven't been able to go, so I don't know. Oh, we got Pontiac, Michigan. That's what's up. That's what's up. Tower of God Season 2 trailer just dropped. Thank you for letting me know that. I did not know that. I'm definitely go peep that after I'm done editing this Roquan Smith video. And yeah, I'm going to catch y'all later. Again, I appreciate everybody that pulled up. Catch y'all tomorrow on ProTech's channel and Friday on my channel for the broadcast show. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, everybody else. Thank you.